This event was at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway at the outside road course. It was slated to be 87 degrees that day in the hot Vegas sun, and the skies were clear, so it looked like a pretty good day. This is my second event, and I cannot miss any events from here on out. Got to make sure that the car stays in tip-top shape. Definitely had to make some adjustments. Now, I did correct the toe and left it at an 1/8 inch toe in the rear, and in the front, I zeroed it out completely. Since Vegas had two essentially high-speed straights, I took out a little camber, I left it at 2.5 in the rear and 3 in the front. I also put on the Maxxis RC1s. These are on their 6th event, and put on a front splitter.
Now, it was time to go.
So I go out of my first session at 9 a.m. The tires, they took a long time to heat up, surprisingly. I mean, in that first session, it was still pretty cold. I think it was like 60, 65 degrees. I was feeling way more understeer than I was used to. Feeling good about my speed and how fast I was going, and the Garmin showed it. I did a 2:12, which left me in 4th place. I was shooting for like a 2:05 based on what I was seeing like on YouTube videos and sort of the track and thinking what I would be doing, but 2:12 just seemed way off. Yeah, I got a 2:12, and I will say that a lot of that had to do with my driving, but I didn't have one clean lap in that first session. You know, I tried to go to the grid late so I can start when the pack is halfway through the track, because I was getting a lot of traffic. I did tweak my suspension compression a bit to hopefully dial out some of the understeer, and it did help for the second session, but now the Vegas heat was in full effect. So I was determined to at least podium, and I was hunting for time, but a friend came back, right, from the HPD days, the Corvette traffic. And I fully own that I wasn't at my best, but my fastest lap that session was 2:12. But the big difference this time is that my theoretical lap, according to my Garmin, was 2:08. So what this tells you is that I was getting faster, but because I was encountering traffic in different areas of the track, I was putting down faster sectors, but not in the same lap, because these cars were getting in the way. I was getting frustrated. But I was like, you know, I need practice. I don't know this track, so, you know, whatever. Just try to do things right, even though you're going a little slower. But it didn't really... I didn't improve. I was still at a 2:12. I was still in 4th place. We'll just call it here. I was really, really hoping that session 3, there would be less people. It's a little later in the day, you know, people start going home or packing up. It is Sunday on the second day of the event, so maybe things are slowing down a bit. So I was hoping that session 3 would actually give me a chance. And session 3 was at 1 p.m. and the sun was blazing. I always forget how hot the Vegas sun is. Now, the session right before ours was nearly empty. I mean, I might have counted like 4 cars out. So I was like, okay, there's a good chance, right, for my session that I'll get some free space. I'll be able to connect some things and get a little faster. Nope, it didn't work. Tires didn't want it anymore. I could feel them gumming up. I was still fighting the understeer. It wasn't really working for me. I wasn't rotating like I wanted to rotate. And then once again, that damn Corvette. I'm on his bumper again, and we're doing the same thing. This is like by, I think, lap 2 or 3. Now, I will say, like, half of that is me, right? Because if I knew the track well enough and was doing well enough, I could probably figure out how to get past him, even in a risky way, and then just leave him behind. But because I was having a hard time essentially even like learning the track because of all the traffic that I was fighting, I was getting caught up with this guy. And so I lost it. There were challenges that I had never seen before. So there were 2 major braking zones that go through berms that I have to almost be braking and turning at the same time, which is sort of new. It's a little tricky. I did smack my splitter at one point going over the berms. I was trying to keep as straight as I could. The first 3 sessions count for times. So this was it. This was my only chance to improve, and I didn't. And it was still exactly 8 to 12, again with theoretical landing, this time in 207s. Now, I did finish 4th place on the day, which puts me at 2nd place for the season championship, but the leader is up 9 points on me. With essentially 7 events left, it could be tight. I almost would have to place first for every event from here on out. And the next event is at Streets of Willow, so I will be looking for redemption there.